Okay, Ellen, I want you to think back before you came to see me. How long did you wait before making the decision?
7 months.
7 months.
Seven
Ah.
months.
And why did you feel like you had to wait that long? What were some obstacles before coming to see me?
I basically got caught up in the system. At first, I had to wait actually over 2 months before I could even get an MRI. Then they scheduled, I was just getting worse, so I was scheduled for an MRI and the end of October. And then I ended up, based on the results of the MRI, I was eligible then for injections in my back because I had chose not to have surgery. That was going to be the last resort. But so I ended up having two series of injections in my vision guided injections in my back, in my spine. The first one was in October, and then 2 weeks later, the end of October, 2 weeks later
Yeah.
in November.
Yeah. Nice. So you've been through the gauntlet.
And then several months of following the injection, several months of physical therapy
At,
at the corporate, associated with
okay.
the pain
Okay.
management.
All right. And then let's get back to you about your particular problem. How bad was it before you came to see me?
Really bad. I was still I couldn't walk around a block, let alone walk around the building, let alone a block. Couldn't sit at all. Couldn't stand for more than like 15 minutes. It was still really bad, and this was after the two sets of injections and 2.5, 3 months of physical therapy.
Somewhere else.
Yes, associated with the pain management.
Okay. And what were you missing out on before coming to see me?
Everything. I was basically only able to go out in the morning very early for my continued physical therapy, which I was doing myself at the wellness center in downtown Naples. And that was it. That was my outing for the day. I could make it to physical therapy at 5 o'clock in the morning, and that would exhaust me for the day. Still not able to sit, stand, or walk for any length of time.
That's terrible. Okay. So before you came to see me, what was your understanding of what a PT would do or what physical therapy is like?
I was actually very, my thought was that they were going to get me to the next level of rehabilitation after the injections. I thought that was going to be the answer to build back my strength in my core and be able to walk. I mean, I expected to be back to normal, back to the way I was before the injury. Being able to walk as far as I wanted to. I would do probably anywhere from 5 to 6 miles a day. Go to the gym every day, walk and stand and sit for as long as I wanted without any pain. That didn't happen, and I wasn't. The frustrating part was I wasn't getting any better after several months of trying to continue the physical therapy that I was taught at this corporate
Yep.
facility.
Very frustrating. Okay. Now that you've been and experienced me, what would you tell a friend or a family member that is procrastinating over going to see someone about physical therapy or me, whatever you think?
I think part of the problem is that people don't understand because you're a rarity. I mean, there aren't. When you talk about a physical therapist, I've been to a couple over the years. That this last situation, and then probably 10 or 15 years ago for a different type of injury, tennis elbow, and you just don't get the results. So physical therapy meant to me that most of the work was going to be on my part, but I would get better if I listened to and followed the direction. That's not the case. If something is out of line, which was my problem, until I came to you as a physical therapist, which my understanding is that you do things differently than other physical therapists, my pelvis was out of line. So until that was put back in line, I wasn't any better. So
Yeah, so
for 7 months, I hobbled around, and the day I walked out of your office after the first visit, I was able to sit in my car without the pain. I was able to walk to the fitness center for my exercises within 2 or 3 days. I was able to walk that afternoon for the first time in 7 months without pain. I mean, I was astonished. I couldn't believe that first of all, that I wasted all that time, but when I talk about what you do or what you did for me, that's not what you normally get from a physical therapist. So I think people have to understand better what it is that you do. It's basically that you address the cause of the pain, not the symptoms.
correct.
To me, that was the big difference.
All right. And what would you say to anyone who is watching this video who is currently skeptical about PT or just undecided?
Try Dr. Berman before you go to any other PT, and then if you would like to call me for a reference, feel free to call me, and I can explain to you what I went through. I went through everything. I mean, I tried it all. I tried acupuncture. I tried chiropractic. This was a serious problem for me for 7 months, and the only way I found relief was after I visited Dr. Berman, and he actually put my pelvis back in line, my body back in line. He addressed the cause of the problem. So what I would say is, don't hesitate. If you don't want to be in pain and you don't want to be on pain medicine and you want to get back to playing tennis, golf, whatever it is that you do, walk without pain, by all means, come and one visit, and I guarantee that you'll be better. I mean, it's unbelievable.
Careful with that guarantee. You're setting the bar real high. But we do got you going back, getting ready for golf, so that's great. Well, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. I'm glad we could get you going in the right direction, and I hope that we can help others make better decisions about their health care.
I hope so too. I'm definitely think that you're the answer. It's fantastic what you do.
Thank you.